Hello, everybody. This is your long-awaited market update that I'm bringing to you today from Royal LePage, Wilson Croft office. I hope everybody had an awesome Mother's Day weekend, and you got our Mother's Day little gift. And across from us, you'll see firsthand. There's Donna. She says hi.
Hi.
And she's working away. Okay, now enough with that. You probably want to know what's been going on with the market because there's been a lot of media talk and a lot of uncertainty. So I'll hopefully break it down for you guys to let you know what is going on and what you can expect moving forward. So first of all, I'll use the analogy, like I said in the last market update, that prior in the last year and a half, the market was moving so fast that it was unprecedented how fast that it was going, how fast it was going up. Now the market has definitely transitioned. We are heading towards more of a balanced market, though yet it's not quite a balanced market, but it's definitely heading towards a balanced market in most asset classes. And everybody seems to be freaking out a little bit, which shouldn't be the case because don't forget, in 2008, when there was a major market correction, there was approximately 10,000 listings on the market in the Fraser Valley. Right now, we're sitting at about 4,900 listings. So we are ways away from there being a huge overflow of inventory with no buyers out there that are wanting to purchase properties. In fact, the demand is still there. It's just less than it was when the market was going up at an unprecedented pace. So right now in the Fraser Valley, last month they had 4,916 active listings. In 2021, the Fraser Valley had 5,709 active listings. So again, the media might be saying that there's an influx of inventory, that there's tons of inventory and not a lot of buyers, but that's not the case. Actually, the inventory level in the Fraser Valley is down from April of last year. The difference is the number of sales, and we're seeing this over all types of asset classes. People might be sitting on the fence to see what happens. So active listings were down for the Fraser Valley, 14% compared to this time last year, but sales, more importantly, were down 45%. And this is a trend that we are seeing for townhouses, condos, and detached homes. Townhouse, for example, is in the Fraser Valley. The active listings actually went up 15%. Sales down 48%. So you can see the difference. So we have 15% more listings from this time last year, which was a lot busier of a market, and half the amount of sales. So you can definitely see the effect that's taking on townhomes. We're seeing a price basically correction on a lot of townhomes out here and in the greater Vancouver area, some up to 30% in the last basically month and a half, 2 months. Reason being, it was just a really inflated market at that time. The stats show that the peak of the market was in fact in February. So from February moving forward, we're starting to see the market kind of balance and correct on its own, which everybody can let the government know that there is no need for the cooling off period because the market is in fact balancing itself, which it always does because real estate is in cycles. Now, condos, we see active listings down 29% and sales are down 20%. So that's the closest gap that we've seen in all asset classes. And it definitely shows because the condo market is still quite busy. So that being said, if you have a condo and you've been wanting to upside to a townhouse, my market predictions have been fairly accurate before. Do that in the next month because I predict in the next month to 2 months, the condo market is going to have an adjustment just like the remaining of the market. So basically what I'm saying is as of now, there has never been a better time to sell your condo and upsize into that townhouse because the townhouse market, as I just said, is definitely adjusting at the moment and the condo market is still busy. So that gap between condos and townhouses is the smallest that it has been in quite a while. Now we go to the detached stats. Active listings is down 27%. So again, it is not an issue of there being too much inventory. It's an issue of there being not as many sales. So sales are down 56% for detached homes in Greater Vancouver or in the Fraser Valley area. So I've been blabbing on. What does this all mean? Nobody panic. It means we're getting back into a balanced market like we were a year and a half, 2 years ago. Don't forget, if you're wanting to sell your house and either retire or move out of town or whatever, if you sell it now, you are still up probably around 20% more than what you would have been up if you would have sold it in April this time last year. So don't forget that. Though you have probably missed the peak, you are still up 20% more than you would if you would have sold it in April last year. So my recommendation for you, if you're in a detached home, list it on the market as soon as possible and for a very, very attractive price, and it will sell. For everybody else, be prepared. If you're looking to list your place, be prepared and have the expectations that it will most likely take some time to sell the property. No need to panic. This is a normal market. It will sell, and there are buyers out there still actively looking. We just have to change our mindset back to a more of a balanced and normal market like we saw 2 years ago and we're experiencing them. So long of the short of it is, nobody panic. This is a very healthy market. Where is it going to go in the future? We know they're probably going to do an interest rate hike in June, which may steer some more people away from sales. Summer does typically get a little bit slower anyway. COVID restrictions are lifted. Everybody's going to be traveling. You guys, this is a healthy market. There's tons and tons and tons of opportunities out there. Airbnb properties, upsizing properties, selling still at this point. Don't forget, you're probably still up 20% from this time last year selling. So it is still a great time to sell. Buyers, if you've locked in that interest rate and you have your lock-in period of 120 days still, buy a place, because in June, if you would get a pre-approval at that time, you can probably expect to borrow less. Hopefully this market update was helpful, everybody. Of course, if you have any questions, reach out to me direct. My contact info is also below, and click the link if you're wondering what your places work for a complimentary home evaluation. Take care, everybody. Have a great month.